Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning, 6 o'clock here on your Friday. Thanks so much for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham. We also want to welcome you in if you're streaming us on KREM 2+. We have Brandon T. Jones in the house this morning, in for meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Brandon, the snow has taken a little bit of a pause for some areas. Yeah. It looks like some still getting some snow this morning, but it definitely cold for everyone.
Yeah, definitely cold, Tim, and a couple of areas down towards southeast Washington and North Idaho over there. You're getting a little bit of snow to start your morning, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty much dry throughout the inland Northwest. Today, we're expecting a sunny afternoon. Then you see that snow in the Palouse in parentheses, but light snow on Saturday as well, expecting some snow showers to roll in around the lunchtime hours. And then what we're really focusing on is a very cold week ahead of us beginning on Monday. We've got our live radar pulled up right there. You can see some of that snow we were talking about. I'll kind of just go ahead and drag it a little bit. You see towards Pomeroy, Walla Walla, those areas, Kennewick, they're all getting some snow right now, and then Moscow, but they'll all start to move out as the morning progresses.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact this morning from I-90 and Argonne. Right now, it looks like the roadways are mostly clear on I-90. WashDOT has been out plowing and clearing the freeways so you can get where you're going safely. Some of those side roads, those off-ramps and on-ramps, though, may be a little bit slick, especially with how cold it's been. So just keep that in mind. We'll keep a close eye on traffic and let you know if anything slows you down on your morning commute. We bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. This morning, you may see some more snow plows out on the streets of Spokane. You're taking a live look at the plow map from the city of Spokane. Right now, the city is in the process of a full city plow. You're seeing mostly purple, so that means that crews are actively working in those areas. Remember, crews will begin with primary and secondary roads before getting to the residential areas, and then the red shows what's next, and the green means complete. Crews will work around the clock until the full city plow is complete, which could take about 2 more days. This morning, Gonzaga fifth-year forward Yvonne Ejim is waking up on top of the scoring record for the university's women's basketball team. Ejim entered last night's game against St. Mary's, needing just 15 points to break the record held by Heather Bowman at 2,165 points. And she did just that in the first half of the game. The Bulldogs came out of the gates hot and jumped out to an early 22-5 lead. St. Mary's would cut the deficit to 6, but Ejim would score the last 5 Bulldog points of the half, including the record breaker to give GU an 8-point halftime lead. Ejim finished with a double-double of 27 points and 11 rebounds. The Zags win their 10th straight game, 69-58. Here's Ejim on making history.
It's just a really amazing feeling, just knowing that I'm doing it with my team, with this school, for this program. I'm very excited and I'm very happy that I got to do that accolade. I know a lot of people were rooting for me, especially Heather Bowman, so it's just great to be up there with such amazing people who have come before me in this program, and I hope that my path right now just helps build like a new legacy of people and players to come.
The Zags will be back in action Saturday afternoon when they play Washington State at home. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. And speaking of Washington State University, officials have named its 12th president. Dr. Elizabeth Cantwell will be the first female president in WSU's 135-year history. Dr. Cantwell is currently the president of Utah State University, where she leads a $1.3 billion annual operating budget. Her career includes work in U.S. national security with work in energy defense and space exploration. Dr. Cantwell shared the move is personal to her. Her daughter actually is a WSU grad student. She called the job a dream come true.
So together we will shape the future of this institution, and it will be our Washington State University, and we will, in fact, deliver the future for our students and for our state.
Dr. Cantwell is scheduled to take office on April 1st. She'll make more than $700,000 a year. President Scholz will work as a senior advisor during her transition. It's 6:05. Let's take a look at today's top stories. This morning, Spokane Valley Police are looking for help finding a missing 14-year-old girl. Take a look. Cora Lacrosse's social worker reported her as a runaway, saying she has a history of making decisions putting herself at risk of harm. Police are working to find out if Cora is still in the Spokane area, where she may have gone, or who she might be staying with. She was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and black pants. She has tattoos on her arms and hands. If you see her or know where she might be, call Crime Check at 456-2233. Prosecutors charged the man accused of attacking a downtown Spokane priest with assault. On Tuesday, a man ran up to the altar of the Cathedral of Our Lady of Lourdes Church, punching a priest. Yesterday, 40-year-old Joshua Sommers faced a judge for the very first time. He's charged with fourth-degree assault. Sommers' bond is set at $75,000. He'll be back in court for arraignment on February 19th. Prosecutors sentenced a Spokane man to 3 years after attacking another man with a skateboard, but not for the murder he was originally charged for. Prosecutors say Sean Shippey hit a man with a skateboard near Spokane Community College's Transit Center in 2022. He was arrested months later and charged with murder. Prosecutors say since the victim died 11 days later from a brain bleed, they can't medically prove that's what killed him.
The victim's family relayed to me that they were relieved to know that their father was not murdered. They were very sad that their father, who was homeless, this was how he spent his last days. And they did reflect to me that they want the defendant to go to prison.
Shippey pleaded guilty to second-degree assault with a deadly weapon enhancement. This comes with a 15-month sentence. He could be released soon since he has been in jail since November of 2023. That's a look at this morning's top stories. A Spokane homeowner is breathing a sigh of relief after a fire truck slid into their home. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy finds out how another engine came sliding down inches away from the family home.
I'm standing here at Greenwood Boulevard, where a fire truck slid down a hill, hitting this home behind me, narrowly missing that car with children inside of it. The Spokane Fire Department says a truck was responding to a call in Northwest Spokane Thursday morning. That's when firefighters say the truck lost traction, sliding into this home. It was inches away from a car with the homeowner's 3 great-grandchildren inside.
The next thing you see is just the fire truck barreling down towards the edge of the house, and all I thought was just that the kids were in the car.
The homeowner's granddaughter, Katie Johnson, was stopping in Spokane with her husband, Jordan, and her 3 kids while on a road trip. They got their kids out of the car uninjured. After the truck narrowly missed them, that's when firefighters say in a matter of minutes, a second fire truck dispatched to the same call slid down the same hill. The fire truck hit the car after their children were safe inside. This all happening during what the Johnsons say was supposed to be a quick family visit.
We were going to come through for just an hour, say hello, and then we had planned out our stops along the way. We were going to go from here all the way to Sheridan, Wyoming for the night, and so that's obviously not going to happen.
A city inspector came to the home to check out the damage. Katie and Jordan are glad everyone involved, including the firefighters, walked away unharmed.
It was an accident,
For sure.
It's no one's fault,
Yeah.
and that we're just super grateful that God protected our kids and our family,
Yeah.
and we really feel like that's just like an edge of protection from him.
The homeowner tells KREM 2 she's concerned about the foundation of her home after the accident. Katie and Jordan plan on flying home instead of driving with their kids in the next few days. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.